I'm Earn Golf. In 2 years, I went from a 30 handicap down to an 8. This is how I did it, and how you can too. The purpose of the video is to kind of give you guys a step-by-step guide on how to get to a single digit in 2 years at most, as long as you're dedicated and you put in the work. So step one, it's all about a mentality shift. And this was what I used to break 90 for the first time. You guys might have heard of it, but it's bogey golf is your friend. Bogey golf is excellent golf. If you shoot 18 over par, you would have played better than like 70% of the golfers that teed it up that day. So that's already amazing on its own. But not just that, but it really like sort of frees you up, because like bogeys become sort of an achievement on their own because they feel like a par. Pars become amazing. They should feel like a birdie, and your doubles really don't feel like they're that bad because you can always kind of offset them with a par. This is something that I still do to this day. Like if I feel like I'm not hitting it well, not putting well or whatever, and my game's just not there, I'm at least trying to get to play bogey golf for that day. Let me go putt this, hopefully make a bird, and I'll catch you guys soon. So now you're probably wondering, okay, Ernie, that sounds awesome, that sounds fantastic, but like I don't even get close to making bogeys. And that's where the next steps are gonna come in, okay? So let's go into step number 2 as we drive up to number 3 here. So step number 2 is keeping track of your stats. Luckily, we live in the year 2023, and there's an app for pretty much everything, including apps that help you keep track of stats. So I use Arcos. You attach these sensors to the butt of your club and you play with your phone in your pocket. I'm not playing with my phone in my pocket because I'm recording right now, but yeah, every time you hit a shot, it essentially sends a signal to your phone saying that you hit that specific club. And yeah, it makes tracking your round super, super easy. Not just that, but it shows you all of the stats that you really want to see in a really nice like interface, like a graphic interface. But at the very least, I want you to manually keep track of your stats with your scorecard. So, and I'll show you guys the prime example. We'll do that last hole. So I bogeyed it. I didn't hit the fairway. I didn't hit the green. I 2-putted from 15 feet and it was like 15 feet and 1 foot. So at least I want you to keep track of those metrics and keep your scorecards and try to see if you see any trends with what may be wrong with your game. So yeah, that's pretty much step number 2. Let me hit this par 3 tee shot, hopefully get a hole in one, and I'll catch you guys soon. All right, guys, we're on to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is probably the most controversial on YouTube, I would think, because there's so many guys on here that gain subscribers and gain views from their lessons on their channel. I don't think I'll be the first to tell you that a tip that may work for some of you is not going to work for the rest of you. We all come in different shapes and sizes. We all have different natural tendencies. So my tip number 3 is seriously consider going to see a golf professional. A golf professional is going to help you figure out what will work best for your swing. And it kind of keeps you in like a pretty straight path so that you don't deviate from it. You don't want to go down that YouTube rabbit hole of seeing a million swing tips and not knowing what to work on. We've all been there, but it doesn't freaking work, man. So that's tip number 3. Definitely go see a golf professional, and not just for your golf swing, right? So like we're looking at all of our stats. If your most glaringly obvious area of improvement is putting, go see an instructor to help you figure out why you're not putting well. You can tailor the lessons to whatever you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be swing. But yeah, let me hit the shot and then we'll continue to tip number 4. What do we got? 149, pin is in the middle. Finding the right golf instructor for you, like you guys have seen it on my channel. I originally started out recording one guy, and I just felt like I wasn't improving. I felt like I wasn't getting any better. And then I found Zach, and Zach, I don't know why. I think so he like teaches a lot of kids, and he explains things like a million times to me until it clicks, and it works really, really well for me. So what I'm trying to say is like finding a good instructor is kind of like dating. Like you just kind of have to shop around. Not shop around, because you don't shop around for dates, but yeah, it's kind of like, you know, you gotta try out a bunch until you see one that kind of fits your personality or fits your learning style. But let me put this and then we'll talk about step number 4. Let's recap. So step number 1, bogey golf is your friend. Step number 2, keep track of your stats. Step number 3 is go see a professional and to help you with whatever you're lacking from step number 2. Now, step number 4 is to practice efficiently, effectively, have purpose with your practice. Yeah, I pretty much said the same thing 3 times, but have a good strategy for your practice session. So obviously work on the things that your golf pro or instructor is giving you to practice on, whether it's drills at home or certain things on the range or putting drills or whatever it may be, but also practice on your entire game. So what Zach has me do is we do 50% swing work on our practice. So we're practicing for 2 hours. I practice my swing for an hour. I practice short game for 25% or 30 minutes, and then practice putting for 30 minutes. Don't just go out there and hit 20 million 7-irons. It's gonna do no good. Let me hit this tee shot. I think there's a guy behind me, and I'll catch you guys soon. But yeah, have purpose to your practice sessions and practice the entirety of the golf game, so that when you go out there, you don't feel like you lost your feel or whatever it may be. Obviously in the winter time it's a little bit tougher because you don't have as much daylight. If you guys are like me, I have a full-time job, so I can get out here and practice at like 5:15, 5:30, and in the winter time, that's maybe like a 45-minute range session. Let me hit the shot and then we'll go over step number 5 and kind of wrap up this video. Let's talk about tip number 5 really quick. And tip number 5 is the easiest of them all. When you're out here, like I'm doing right now, you're not out here playing golf swing. You're out here playing golf, right? You're out here trying to get the ball in the hole as quickly as possible. Have 1 swing thought, max 2, and really just trust the amount of practice that you've been putting in. If you feel like you're out here and you don't have confidence in your abilities, that probably means you're not practicing enough. So yeah, tip number 5 is a really, really easy one. When you're out here to play, you're out here to play. Focus on the golf, focus on scoring. We're absolutely blessed to be able to be out here. So don't take that for granted. Enjoy your day. And yeah, let me hit this tee shot and then we'll kind of close out the video. Let's recap everything. So step number 1 is bogey golf is your friend. Step number 2 is keep track of your stats. Step number 3 is go see an instructor and get better at those things that you're consistently bad at. Step number 4 is have a practice session that's purposeful, with intention, and yeah, and make sure you enjoy it too. And then number 5 is when you're playing golf, you're playing golf. You're not playing golf swing. And yeah, that pretty much does it for the video, guys. Those were the key things that helped me get down from shooting in the hundreds regularly all the way down to having a stroke average of like 85 last season. And I hope you all enjoyed that. Make sure you drop a like if you did. If you have any questions, drop them down below. And if you want to follow along the journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out some of my other videos where I take lessons with Zach. And yeah, that pretty much does it, guys. I hope you all have a good week, and I'll catch you guys next week. Take care.